right, Held Captain Media fans, we're back again. I got Zane, I got Franny, and today we're talking about some, of course, Marvel, like it's a fucking surprise at this point. We're talking about Marvel news, specifically Ms.Marvel. Now, Franny, you have a quote for us?
Yep.
And that quote is?
It comes from comicbook.com. The first season of Ms.Marvel has ended, and the Disney Plus series is the best rated project Marvel Studios has ever released. Using scores from Rotten Tomatoes Tomato Meter as a baseline, the series has settled in at a 98% certified fresh rating. The best Black Panther's previous high of 96% certified fresh.
Yeah, so it literally, the only thing that was even remotely close to that stratosphere was Black Panther before it, and now this has become the highest rated, as far as critical review, MCU project of all time, and one of the lowest rated fan reviews, user reviews of all time as well. So that's an interesting dichotomy. Now, I have my opinions on why that might be, and it might involve people being Islamophobic, but hey, maybe I'm stepping out of term here. But you guys hear that. Both of you have experienced Ms.Marvel. You've finished the whole show, Zane, and Franny just watched a little bit of it. Yeah. I've just got questions in regards to what did you think of the show, and what do you think of this critical reception? Let's start with you, Zane.
So as far as the critical reviews, I think it's definitely worthy of it. Now, I thought there were a couple of times that, like, it seemed for pacing's sake that a few things were glossed over, but in the grand scheme of things, it still flowed really well. It was a lot of fun. I think that as far as, like, the separation between the critic and the fan review, yeah, there is there's always
it was very public that the review got review bombed. Like, it got review bombed.
People went through, review bombed it and everything. But also, you've got a lot of people who have been talking about the fact that they're like, oh, this is cringy or whatever because it's about teenagers. And
as if Spider-Man's not about teenagers.
Yeah, and it's like, what are you guys talking about? Like, they're going through and they're trying to make these weird critiques.
It's like, you fuckers usually like mutant teenage turtles, for fuck's sake. You can't handle somebody who looks a little different than you, who's still a human being. This is crazy. Why is it so hard to accept?
It's like trying to see, like, most of the people who are going in and review bombing are hate to take shots at any specific groups or anything, but it's middle-aged white dudes, and they're seeing a teenage girl be a nerd, and they're like, but I'm nerd. You can't be nerd because you look different than me.
Yeah, like, I'm sure a lot of them kind of look like that one, like, Minecraft guy who's just like, you know, the fucking typey dude. Yeah. And, okay, so,
like, this show wasn't good at all.
I forgot to mention, by the way, I loved the show. I'll defend it. I'm not going to get into the review because we should have a review coming up here. I believe
next week.
Next week on a Tuesday. Be on the lookout for it. It'll be going up at freaking 5 a.m. Eastern time. So be looking out for that. It'll be up all day. It's not just there for 1 second. So if that's too early, don't wake up and just watch it later, please.
Right.
But I do think that one of the criticisms I've heard about the show, I think can be spread across any of the criticisms, but it's the only one that, like, I think is landing in, like, a large way, is how people are saying the show is too short because Disney basically puts out 6 episodes of something and is like, that's a full series, as if it's not just like a split up movie.
Yeah.
But that's a criticism of Disney and Bob Chapek and all that stuff, but let's just move aside from that. Now, Franny, you have only the pilot to interpret from because you didn't get to watch the rest of the show, but what were your thoughts on it?
I watched more than just the pilot. I watched, like, the next episode with you.
I don't know. I don't remember that, but you might have. You might have not. I don't know.
But I thought it was all right. I feel like it is kind of aimed at a younger audience, and I could see, like, a lot of the older fans, like, why they probably wouldn't like it because of that. It sucks that people are being shitty and racist about it, though.
Yeah.
And, like, anti-feminist about it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm always excited to see a female lead, and especially one that, like, is representative of a different, like, not just a fucking white lady or man, honestly.
The best parts of the show really don't even lay into, like, the superhero-y stuff.
Right.
It's all about the inner culture of the people, of where she lives and the people in her lives, and how it's such a different, culture for me to understand, but I still can relate in the way where, like, there's little intricacies that people do, and and people interact with each other that you can relate to. Like the way that her parents are kind of judgy of the person she is. That's a universal story, whether it's told through a lens that you're familiar with or not. I think the best stories take a different story you're not familiar with, but make it relatable to you. And that's what the show did for me.
So, little peek behind the curtain. Producer Lacey, not a huge fan of a lot of superhero stuff. I get it. It can be.
But they all saw the Doctor Strange review. They know
it can be a lot for anybody to like run in at. But the way that I sold her on getting her to check this one out was telling her, I'm like, straight up, like, yeah, this is technically a superhero thing. This is a coming of age story. Like, this is absolutely what it is. Ms. Marvel is easily one of my favorite comic book characters because, like, I love those, like, learning the proper responsibility that your powers take. And, like, Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and Kamala Khan do great job. Like, the younger, not older Peter Parker, that's starting to get sad, but, like, a lot of the... They keep ruining his life, and I'm like, just let the man be an adult, but whatever. But no, like Miles Morales, Kamala Khan, especially for the new wave of Marvel Comics, they are such great coming-of-age stories, allowing you to see, even though, like, Miles Morales is half black, half Mexican, Kamala Khan is Pakistani, but it still lets you see the, like, it's like, yes, they might not look just like you, or they might look a lot like you, and it might be great to see somebody that looks like you, but you get to see, even though things are different, we've all got those common threads. We've all got a mom who doesn't get our interest. We've all got a big brother. Yeah,
sorry guys, sorry.
It's just nice for more kids to be able to see
dead mom
themselves.
jokes.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's not really just accurate depiction.
It's nice for more kids to be able to see themselves in these
Yeah,
characters.
yeah.
Nowadays, that they're kind of diversifying it a ton more than when we were kids.
And when they pull from like more modern comics, you're getting more modern interpretations too, where I think them pulling newer stuff, and I know we shit on El Muerte in a different video, but I hope that it takes this kind of peek at it and does something that's like, okay, a modern character actually fits well into the modern parlance. Who would have thought, you know?
Yeah.
Like, big shock. I just, I found the show really entertaining. I hope you guys stick around for the review that'll be up on next Tuesday. So that's really exciting. Or the following Tuesday after this video comes out, actually. Is there anything else you guys wanted to add to it?
Well, so there is one critique that I have heard from fans of, like, Hindu and Muslim faith.
Okay.
That do actually have a partial problem with it. From here, the next minute or so is going to be a little bit of a spoiler for
should we do that then?
2.
Episode 2?
Well,
okay. Episode 2 is fine.
For episode 2.
Are you sure we shouldn't just save this for the review, though?
That's kind of where I'm at.
Let's save it for the review.
You know what? You guys have to check out our review
Tuesday
to get this little tidbit.
Fran, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I mean, I think this is one I'll go back and finish.
Yeah, I think you should, especially since we didn't spoil it for you. And she's not going to be on that review because obviously she hasn't finished it. But, you know, maybe you can update people eventually on what you thought about it.
For sure.
Guys, but we want to make sure that you stay updated. So make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, slap the motherfucking shit out of that bell, baby, and the like button. And leave down in the comments below what you guys want us to cover. And also, remember, just from Ms. Marvel, and just a good rule that I learned for myself is good is not something you are. It's something you do. Thanks, guys.
That was adorable.